Welcome to another firearms and safety YouTube. It's been a little bit of a break here, but happy to be back on track. Had some health stuff going on, but I appreciate you joining me today now that we are back and again on track. And if you want to subscribe, click like, Venmo, all that good stuff is at the bottom. But today, I do have a little bit of a treat for you. We are going to be working on the Trijicon RMRcc. And as you can see, there you go, you see the little dot there. But more importantly, what I want you to see is that this lines up very well. There's no overhang right on these sides here. And that's going to allow for some good concealed carry. So removing this, see that it uses a 2032 battery, and it's going to go right in here. But this is a largely usually I'll give you the history of a company before I'll go into it, but really there's no need to, because if you go to Trijicon's website, they actually have a wonderful section for their history. It's very thorough, it's extremely comprehensive. And I urge you to go take a look at it if you're into that at all. So this battery, I would definitely encourage you to take a look at that. More into the tech specs, I just want you to know that one of the most important things is battery life. And this here, I have about 1 year and 4 months without changing the battery at all. So that I've had it on pretty high of a setting as well, so that should give you some confidence. But regarding this product, it's largely obsolete, and I want to, don't get me wrong, you have the toughness of the RMR and the whole reputation of Trijicon being people that make the ACOG, which is one of the most battle-tested, battle-proven optics that are in the game, are just kind of known to everyone. But while you do get a lot of that same durability here, there are some things that make it obsolete. So first thing first, I want you to take a look at this. You should be able to see some scratches on the lens, and this is just from shooting the rounds. Just bounce right off. So that's one thing that I'm not too fond of. The other thing is it's basically on all the time. There's no shake awake, which is kind of a bummer. Then, I would say that this has been designed by, or just, I want to say, overshadowed by other companies like HoloSun that have like a nice, I want to say, the ACOG, it's not the ACOG, but the ACSS Vulcan style on it. And, they've got them in green. They have shake awake technology. This is really, you just put it in, you change that battery once a year. So it's extremely small. I think a 9mm, it's as tall as a 9mm. In fact, probably a little shorter. But that's definitely something that I wanted to bring to you, mainly because this was nice back when it was relevant and back when I had it. And but I'm about to change the battery out. Obviously, what you see here is some rust. This is only because I didn't get the whole slide done. I basically just had them cut it. You can maintain this with some, I want to say, triple or quadruple zero steel wool. And then after that, you hit it with some dielectric grease. So then that'll go right on the battery. Slap that guy right back in, and you're good to go. I want you to see the MOA adjustments here. Very clear. Right about there. So while this is good, it's a good optic and it served me very well. It's tough for me because I have I trust this optic, but overall I just think that it's outdated. So it is one of those, the RMR, it's got that toughness of the RMR, but the CC is the whole concealed carry part. And this means it's about a K size optic, which is generally less than or about an inch wide, so it fits on these subcompacts like you see here. So that's something to be aware of. But you know, the pros, again, it's small, it's tough, it's bright, it's consistent, it's reliable, and more importantly, I actually bought this optic because it was American, because I wanted to go against, you know, just really buy something from a American-made company and kind of support, you know, our country. But what I'm learning is that in the end, if you don't come up with, and this kind of goes into the cons of the product, is that if you don't come up with innovation, then you get left behind. And if you just have a simple red dot in a tiny half-inch window, nowadays, that just doesn't really cut it. You know, you got to have some kind of shake-awake feature in there, maybe a little bit of technology. And for those purists that would argue that, you know, you just need a simple red dot and you don't need any technology, a red dot is a piece of technology. So if you really want to be pure, you can go back to irons, you know, and I would say that with some confidence, because this is a failure point. It does have a battery. There is always a small percentage chance, but you know, then again, I don't run sights on my concealed carry because I have a lot of faith in this product. And you know, point shooting is also another thing, but I got a lot of faith in Trijicon. So I think that while it's a good optic, it's not innovative. It is literally a red dot. And what I would do is you know, probably what I'll replace this with is a Holosun. I want to say a 507K with the ACSS. So I'm actually looking at putting 509 closed emitter, Holosun 509 ACSS model on one of these. So it might not, it'll be a little square. It'll hang at about 0.15 inches over, but in the end, if I can have an enclosed emitter with that ACSS technology, you better believe I'm going to. So just the cons, again, you know, not innovative, a little bit behind the times. It's got a super small window. I mean, it's a tiny window. So that's one of the hard things, is it makes it hard to find the dot, but it's nothing you can't overcome with training and getting those reps in there, drawn from the holster. But yeah, I would definitely, upon what I paid for this, I want to say I paid like $600-700 for this. I would not pay that again. And, you know, I would also take a look at that Holosun, the Holosun 507K series. They've got the 507C. With that ACSS reticule, it makes it difficult to miss. It makes it difficult to really not find your dot. It makes it very easy to find your dot. So I would strongly encourage you guys to take a look at this, you know, learn from, you know, and this is kind of what happens when you're involved in firearms, is that you get some products and then, you know, the new thing comes out, and, you know, a few years from now, the one thing that this was missing is released in a different set of optics. So you constantly are evolving and changing gear out, and eventually you'll just have a bucket full of gear that you once used that you no longer do. And that's something that, you know, if your buddy comes along and wants to shoot and he's showing an interest, you know, he picks up a pistol and you could just say, hey, you know what, I got a red dot here for you. And, you know, and that'll start him off on the right foot. So, again, just want to thank you for your time. Sorry that I take so long to make another video, but life gets a little busy, and, you know, I will be making some more videos and having some previews upcoming, as well as some shorts, just to see, or just kind of show you what's going on here. So again, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I wish you well, and hope to talk to you soon. Have a great day.